Good morning, dear students. I welcome all of you in Wings Academy online coaching classes. Instead of wasting time of this important academic year, we will start online teaching. I will be here for the subject science. We will start with science and technology part 1. The part 1 is basically related to chapters from physics and chemistry section. The first lesson of the part 1 is gravitation. We'll start with gravitation. Now before starting lesson, I will suggest to keep textbook in front of you so that it becomes easy to understand the topic, and you can also highlight the important points while watching the video. Now, what are the different topics which we are going to learn in this lesson? We'll just summarize these topics first. So these are gravitation, right? Brief about what is gravitational force, then centripetal force, the force which acts towards the center, that is centripetal force. Kepler's law, three important Kepler's law are given in this lesson. Kepler's first, second and third law related to planetary motion. Next is acceleration due to gravity. Important next point is Newton's universal law of gravitation. Law along with its mathematical expression. And then the two small topics are free fall and escape velocity. So these are the various topics which are covered under this lesson, gravitation. Now, before starting of the lesson, in your textbook there are questions given under the heading can you recall. The three questions are given under the heading can you recall. The first question is, what are the effects of force acting on an object? As gravitation is a type of force, so we will first see what are the different effects of force acts on an object. Now, when any type of force acts on any object, the effects are observed. The first effect is change in size and shape of the object. Change in the size and shape of the object. So this we can explain with example. So when your mother makes chapati, when the force is applied on the dough, the size and shape of the chapati changes. So when a force is applied on an object, its shape and size can change. Second effect of force is object start moving. For example, when a kick is given to a football, the ball starts moving, right? So movement start. Next, stop movement. That means moving, stoppage of the movement. Same example we can explain. So when goalkeeper catch the ball with a force, the movement of the ball stops. That means force applied result in stop of the movement. Next is change in the direction. When force is applied on an object, the direction of the object can change. A hockey player plays with hockey stick. When the force is applied by the hockey stick, the direction of the ball changes, right? So result of force is change in the direction. And the last one is acceleration or deceleration. Acceleration means increase in velocity or the speed, whereas deceleration means decrease in velocity or the speed. So these are various effects of forces on an object. Change in its shape and size, movement of the object, stop moving, change in direction of the object, increase in its velocity, that is acceleration, or decrease in its velocity, that is deceleration. Next question is, what are the different types of forces? Now here we will enlist different type of forces. These are gravitational force, electrical force, mechanical force, magnetic force, frictional force, applied force, tension force, elastic or the spring force. So these are list of various forces which we already know. The same thing we can show like this different types of forces. We can categorize these forces as contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact forces means direct touch or the contact with the object, whereas non-contact is because of attraction or the repulsion. Gravitational force come under non-contact forces. So these are the various types of forces. In this chapter we are going to deal with one force, that is gravitational force. Now we'll come to the main topic, that is gravitation. Now we all know what is gravitation. Gravitation means attraction towards something, that is attraction towards the center of the earth. It is gravity towards the earth. Now the phenomenon of gravitation was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. We all know the famous apple story, right? When Newton was sitting under apple tree, an apple falls. That made him think why apple had fallen only in vertically downward direction and not any other direction. This question leads to discovery of an important force, that is gravitational force. Now the gravitational force is universal. Gravitational force is universal force which acts between any two objects in the universal. Means gravitational force is not only the force which acts on the earth. The gravity or the gravitational force is present throughout the universe. Any two objects in the universe attract each other with a definite force, and that force is called as gravitational force. This diagram is given in your textbook, page number 1. The concept of gravitational force. To explain how gravitational force acts on objects which are nearby earth towards near the surface of the earth, and the objects which are at far away distance from the earth. So here it is shown how it acts on apple tree, at the same time how it is acting on the moon, which is far away from the earth. So the force is exerted towards the objects which are nearby, and at the same time towards the objects which are at the far distance away from the earth. That is, here it is given moon. The next topic is Newton's universal law of gravitation. Very important law, can be asked for 2 marks question. According to this theory, every object in the universe attracts every other object with a definite force. So universal law of gravitation can be summarized as every object in the universe attracts every other object with a definite force, and it is continued as the force is directly proportional to product of the masses of the two objects, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The second part will explain with the help of this diagram. Now there are two objects, object 1 and object 2, having masses m1 and m2. Let m1 be the mass of the first object and m2 be the mass of the second object. Now these two objects are placed at a distance d apart from each other. According to universal law of gravitation, the first object will exert force on the second. At the same time, the second object will exert the force on the first. Okay, so we can summarize this as two objects with masses m1 and m2 kept at a distance d apart from each other, right? Mathematically, the gravitational force of attraction between these two objects can be written as F proportional to m1 into m2. That means the gravitational force is directly proportional to product of the masses. So here it is proportionality sign. F is proportional to the product of masses. Gravitational force is directly proportional to product of the masses m1 into m2 and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. The distance between the two objects were d, so it is inversely proportional to square of d. So F proportional to m1 into m2 divided by d square. So universal law of gravitation states that the gravitational force is directly proportional to product of the masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between the two objects. Now if we remove the sign of proportionality, we put a constant. Now here it is called as capital G. So when we remove the sign of proportionality, now we put a constant G. F is equal to capital G m1 into m2 upon d square. So this capital G here is the constant of proportionality and it is called as universal gravitational constant. The capital G is called as universal gravitational constant. So the mathematical expression of the universal law of gravitation now become F is equal to G m1 into m2 upon d square. So here F is gravitational force, m1 and m2 are the masses of the two objects, d is the distance between the two objects, and capital G is called as universal gravitational constant. So we will once again summarize Newton's universal law of gravitation. So law says that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a definite force. This force is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two objects and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Thank you. We'll continue in the next class. Stay home and stay safe.